Jai Mahamaya ki jai, Vishveshvari Mata ki jai. Bole Baba ki jai. We'll go on with chapter 21 from book 11 of the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam. Narayana said, "Now I shall speak of the Gayatri Puraskaranam," which means the repetition of the mantra. Here, by its performance, all the desires are obtained and all the sins are destroyed. On the tops of mountains, on the banks of the rivers, on the roots of bale trees, on the edges of tanks, within the enclosures of cows, in temples, on the root of the ashvata trees, in gardens, in the tulsi groves, in the holy places, before one's guru, or wherever the mind feels exalted and cheerful and gets strength, this repetition of the mantra, if performed, leads to a speedy success. Before commencing this repetition of the mantra, first penance is done in the shape of repeating 1,000,000 times the Gayatri with the virhitis. In any Vedic karma, or in making this repetition of the mantra of the devatas, the first thing done is to repeat the Gayatri. Without the japam of Gayatri, no action is attended with success. The reason is this: every Brahmana is a Shakti, a follower of Shakti. He cannot be a Vaishnavi or a Shaiva. For the worshipper of the prime force is worshipping Gayatri. Therefore, obtain first the grace of one's own Ishta Devata Gayatri by her japam, then worship the other deities. Thus, one should purify one's japa mantra, the mantra that is to be repeated by first repeating 1,000,000 times the Gayatri. Then one is to commence with its other repetitions of the mantras. Again, before purifying the mantras, one is to purify one's Atman, self. In this purification, one's Atman 3 times. In case of inability, 1 time, Gayatri is to be repeated. Without one's Atmans purified, the japam, homa, and other actions all become useless. This is especially noted in the Vedas. By tapas, mortify your body by offering tarpanam, your peace offerings to the fathers and the devas, one can get self-purification. If you want to get the heavens and if you want to become great, practice tapasya. There is no other way. Tapasya is the intent calling of the mother, that call which penetrates through and through Brahmana. The Kshatriyas should cross difficulties and dangers by force, the Vaishyas by wealth, and the Sudras by service. So the Brahmanas should always be cheerful and in prompt readiness to do tapasya of all sorts. Mortifying the body by observing vows and fasting is the best, so says the rishis. The Brahmanas should purify themselves by following duly all the purifications and vratras. O Narada, now I am speaking of the purification of food here. The following 4 occupations of the Brahmins are the best. Ayasita, without begging or asking for anything. Unsha, the gathering in of handfuls of corn left by the reapers. Sukla, the maintenance derived by a Brahmanan from other Brahmanans. And Bhiksha, begging. Whether according to the Tantras or according to the Vedas, the food attained by the 4 above methods are pure. When is collected by begging, it should be divided into 4 parts. 1 part is given to the Brahmanas, the 2nd part is given to the cows, the 3rd part is given to the guests, and the 4th part is to be taken by him and his wife. The Brahmanas can sprinkle their food with cow urine 9 times, 6 times or 3 times as they like, while sprinkling, the fingers are to remain intact. The Gayatri is to be repeated also. When the moon and stars are auspicious, especially in the bright fortnight, the repetition performed gives the mantra siddhis. First of all, repeat svasti vacham and perform duly the shraddha and give food and clothing to the brahmanas. Then take permission of the brahmanas and begin the repetition of the mantra. Where the Shiva lingam exists, facing west, or in any Shiva temple, commence repeating the mantra. The other Shiva satras are Kashi, Kedar, Mahakala, Sri Kshetra, and Rambakam. These 5 are the great satrams known widely on this earth for the fructification and the cities of the mantras. At all other places than these, the Kruma chakra is to be drawn according to the principles of the Tantra, and they will be fit for repetition of the mantra. The number of times that the mantra is done on the first day, the same number is to be continued every day until completion, not greater, not less than that, and also no intermission or stoppage should occur in the interval. The repeating of the mantra is to be commenced in the morning and should be done up to midday. While doing this, the mind is to be kept free from other subjects and it is to be kept pure. One is to meditate on one's own deity and on the meaning of the mantra, and one should be particularly careful that no inaccuracies nor omissions should occur in the Gayatri and in the repetition of the mantra. 1/10 of the total number of repetitions that are repeated is to be used for the homa purpose. The karu is to be prepared with ghee, teal, bay leaves, flowers, java grain, honey, and sugar, all mixed, are to be offered as oblations to the fire in this homa, fire ceremony. Then the success of the mantra comes. After repetition, one should do properly the daily and occasional duties and worship the Gayatri that brings in dharma, wealth, objects, and desire and liberation. There is nothing superior an object of worship to this Gayatri, whether in this world or in the next. The devotee engaged in the repetition of the mantra should eat modestly, observe silence, bathe thrice in the 3 sandhya times, should be engaged in the worshiping of one deity, should not be unmindful, and should not do any other work. He is to remain well in water, to repeat the Gayatri 3 lakhs of times. In case the devotee repeats the mantra for achieving success in other desired work, then he should willingly stick to it until the desired success is attained. Now is being told how to get success in ordinary kamya karmas. When the sun is rising, repeat the mantra daily 1,000 times. Then one's life will be lengthened, no disease will occur, and wealth and prosperity will be obtained. If it be done this way, success is surely attained within 3 months or 6 months, or at least at the end of the year. If the homa, offering of oblations to the fire, be offered 1 lakh time with lotuses besmeared with ghee, moksha, which is liberation, is surely to be attained. If before the mantra siddhi, or the success in the realizing the mantra is attained, one performs japa or homas for kamya siddhi or moksha, then all his actions become useless. If anybody performs 25 lakhs homas by curd and milk, he gets success in this very birth, so all the Maharishis say. By this, the same result is attained that is got by the aforesaid means. He will attain siddhis if he be devoted to his guru and keep himself under restraint for 6 months as regards to taking food, whether he be incapable of his mind being attached to other objects. one should drink panchagavya, which is a mixture of cow urine, cow dung, milk, curd, and ghee, one day. Fast one day, take Brahmana's food one day, and be mindful in repeating the Gayatri mantra. First bathe in the Ganges or in other sacred places, and while in water, repeat 100 Gayatris. If one drinks water on which 100 Gayatris are repeated, one is freed from all one's sins. Be he a householder or Brahmana or a Vanaprashti, he should perform sacrifices according to his abilities, and he will get fruits according to his desires. The Sagnik man who keeps the holy fire and other persons of good conduct and of learning and of good education should perform actions as prescribed in the Vedas and the Smritis with a desire to attain moksha. Thus one should eat fruits and vegetables and water or take 8 mouthfuls of brikshana, the food got by begging. If the repetition of mantra be performed this way, then the mantra siddhi is obtained. O Narada, if the repetition of mantra be done with the mantra thus, his poverty is removed entirely. What more shall I say than this, that if anybody hears this simply, his merits get increased and he attains great success. Here ends the 21st chapter of the 11th book on the Gayatri Paraskaranam repetition in the Mahapurana Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Veda Vyasa. Jai Mahamaya ki jai, Vishveshwari Mata ki jai, Buddha Baba ki jai.